Hey guys, it's Asim here, and I've got a video for you guys that I've been wanting to do for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Sorry, a little kid just walked right next to me. I'm in public, so it's a bit weird filming. And I finally found the time to do it. And the video's all about kind of like time, regrets, perspective, just general life advice. So I'm guessing many of you woke up today, you had your breakfast, you went to work, uni, school, maybe you've had the day off, maybe you've just had a lazy day, maybe you've just killed time. Could have been a good one, could have been a bad one. So, I wanted to tell you about a bad day I had a while ago. I used to work in the hospital, a lot of admin work, and I basically was a glorified postman, so I did a lot of walking about in the wards. So, one day I woke up, didn't have any coffee in, was late to work because of traffic, my phone was dodgy, and we were told we're not allowed to listen to headphones at work anymore. So, it's all the signs of a bad day. I was annoyed. I was walking about during my normal work shift, and what I walk past, I'm in a bad mood. I walk past a dead body, and that really put things into perspective. In comparison, my day didn't really seem too bad. That guy just lived his final few hours. I woke up this morning. He didn't. You woke up this morning. Someone else didn't. In perspective, just because I woke up, that's already the sign of a good day. So, it got me thinking that time on Earth is limited. You don't have as many days as you think you do. People go on their lives like they're going to live for years. They have goals. They have bucket lists. They have things they want to do, and they don't go after them. So, anyways, during my work, I used to get lists of people, maybe like 30 or 40 people, and there were people who had died. And I was responsible for taking them off the system. And every tick was a life that had finished. 50, 60, 70 years finished. Makes you wonder what kind of impact they had on the world. Was it positive? Was it negative? How many people did they affect? Did they achieve their goals? Did they have any regrets? And sometimes I'd even tick people off who hadn't even reached the age of 20. Time is limited. You have to remember that. Do not forget that. You can replace money, you can't replace time. So, I think with today's society, people become really immune to death. You see it on the news all the time. And even me, I used to get a list of people who had died every week. And I'd be like, immune. I'd be like, okay, 40 deaths to tick off this week. And then I can grab my lunch. Hold on a minute. Them deaths impact people's lives. So I leave work and what do I see? I see a funeral going on. You see all the people that were involved in this guy's life. You see family, you see friends. And a name, just ticked on my list. That was what the funeral was for. And I used to tick hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of names when I used to work in the hospital. And it really gets you thinking that you don't have a lot of time. And you don't know how much time you have. You're not guaranteed to grow old. So, in regards to life, what can you learn from that? Well, I read a book, you might have heard of it, it's called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. So, the article was kind of viral a couple of years ago, and it was about a nurse who spent her time with patients who were in their final weeks and final hours. So I read the full book, so it's an in-depth account of her time with people. So a couple of these regrets I'll go through. Number 1, I wish I lived a life true to myself. Too many people live their lives based on the expectation of others. Why? It's your life. You're the one that has to live it. You should live it the way you want to live it. Second regret, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. A lot of people live their life without saying how they really feel. They leave things unsaid to people that they wanted to say things to. They let their feelings go untouched. They never speak their true selves. And at the end of the day, all the people that did that in this book regretted it on their deathbed. Unsaid words turned into regrets. Remember that. Finally, ambulance just drove past. Finally, I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. So, throughout life, you're going to meet a lot of people. Be friends with some, closer with others. And sometimes you find they tend to drift apart. Whether that be arguments, distance, or just people not putting in the effort. Every single person in that book regretted not keeping in contact with their friends. Because at the end of the day, material objects don't matter. Phones, money, cars, TVs, they don't matter. The only thing that matters is the impact that you leave on people when you're gone. Is it positive? Is it negative? That's up to you to do. So from this, you always have to remember that today you woke up. You're watching this video. You woke up. Someone didn't last night. Tomorrow, you're not guaranteed to wake up. Tomorrow, not everyone is. At any point, at any moment, friends, family, something can happen to them. Something can happen to you. And one day, I'm going to be on that list. Someone's going to tick me off. There's going to be a funeral for me. You're going to be on the list. You, watching this video. Someone's going to tick you off. There's going to be a funeral for you. What are people going to say about you? How are people going to remember you? Are you going to live your life without regrets? Are you going to keep in contact to the people that meant the most to you? Are you going to achieve your goals? Are you going to tick off your bucket list? Are you going to explore the sites you want to see? And they're all good things to keep in mind. Because, in perspective, if you have arguments with someone and hold grudges, if something you own breaks, you get a flat tire, your car window breaks, your phone breaks, people get angry, people get upset. But if you put it in perspective that you're not going to live forever, it doesn't really seem that big. And I want to end this on a quote in a minute, which I think is really good to summarize this video. But in general, in life, you need to take risks. You need to try new things. You need to always think what could go right, not what could go wrong. So, the quote I want to end this on, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You never know how much time you have left, your friends or your family have left. This quote is, arguing or lost contact with a friend or a family member? Had a disagreement that has lasted a while? Both sides too stubborn to give in? Ask yourself this. If that person died tomorrow, would you go to their funeral? If the answer is yes, pick up the phone and bury the hatchet right now.